happy Monday. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. Once you hop on tonight's live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I also really quickly want to let you know that I'm live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your comment feed, that person may be watching from a different platform. Also, if you're watching in my private Facebook group, there is a permission link in the description of the video. Clicking that link just allows StreamYard, my online streaming application, to pin your profile name and pic to your comment. You can choose not to click the link. Just know that your comment may show up as Facebook user in my comments. So I may not know who I'm interacting with, but I will still answer any questions. I will still say hi. I will still chit chat with you. So that is up to you. And as always, if you would like to help out my channel, or if you think that other people should see this project, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and YouTube. As always, hit that heart button, hit that thumbs up button, follow, subscribe, do whatever your platform asks you to do. If you want to help out my little channel, that would be great. And as always, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. And with that, I'm going to look over here at my comments. Jason is watching from the other side of the door. And again, as you hop on, feel free to say hi in the comments. So with that, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's flip the camera and get started. So I've been waiting for this transfer to come back in stock. This is the More Issues Than Vogue. It is a size B. A little bit of a glitch there. It is a size B sticky back silkscreen transfer stencil. So you can see that all of the detail and all of the font is included in the silkscreen. So if you've ever made a vinyl decal or stencil and you've had to weed that, if you're like me, you've lost your dots to your I's, you've lost your punctuation, you've lost the middle of your O's and your A's. With this kind of silkscreen stencil, you will no longer have those issues. No pun intended. This is reusable about 8 to 12 times, depending on how well you take care of it. So I'm just going to find a pen. I have to reach a long ways. Oh, doggone it. I'm going to have to move my pen. Okay, found it. So I want to make sure, because this is reusable, I want to make sure that I get it back on the carrier sheet the correct way. So I'm going to flip it over. If I can get my pen to work. There we go. So I'm just going to write the name of the transfer on the back side. I'm going to leave my pen where I can reach it. So now, once I clean it and it's dry and I'm ready to store it away, I know that it goes on this side and not this side. So we are going to be using this baseball tee. It was just in my stash, but I believe it's from Hobby Lobby. I kind of acquired it when I acquired a few other Couture supplies from a previous designer. And then to help with the project, I'm going to be using one of the ink mats that you can purchase from my chalk site. I have put a cart link in the description of the video that has the transfer, the chalk ink, and any of the accessories that I used this evening. Those are all included in that cart link. Feel free to check it out. And with the cart link, you can add or subtract any other, if you already have like the ink color, you can take that out. So yeah, that's super helpful. Okay, so I've put my ink mat in here. I was trying to get it to where I want it. And then I'm going to try to peel it. I'm going to try to peel the protective layer out from underneath it. If I get it where I need to get one of those t-shirt guides because I'm constantly inking my t-shirts crooked. Okay, so I'm going to try peeling. There is a, it's probably not going to work, protective layer on the ink mat. That didn't work like I wanted it to. So the ink mat is going to serve a few different purposes. It is going to protect the back side of my t-shirt from any ink that may go through the front side. It's also going to keep my fabric in place. It also kind of helps get rid of any wrinkles that you may have. See, I have this big wrinkle right here. But once I smooth the t-shirt down, I can kind of get rid of some of those. You don't have to worry too much about the placement of your ink mat. You just need to make sure you always know where the center of your t-shirt is and that it's going to be protecting all of your shirt. This is kind of what I'm terrible at. Okay. I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to pull the backer sheet off of my transfer. And then to help me find the center of my design, I'm going to, which it's kind of difficult with, so you either want to line up the edges of your transfer or you want to line up the edges of the design. This one's kind of not very symmetrical anyway. So I'm just going to kind of line up the sides. And then I'm going to put a pinch right here with my left hand. And that'll put a little notch. Can you see that little notch in my t-shirt? So that way I can kind of line up that middle notch with the, hopefully the center of my t-shirt. I'm going to drop it down 2 or 3 finger widths from the neck. That's probably, you don't want it too high that it's right under your chin, and you don't want it too low to where it's in an awkward spot on your front side. Looks pretty good. I'm going to burnish it really well. Another tip is if you get a transfer and you know you want to make signs with it, but you also know you want to make like a tea towel or a t-shirt or a tote bag, try to do your inked project first. That way you're going to have the most stick on the back side of your transfer. Because if you do a couple signs and you fuzz the transfer and then you go to do an ink project, your transfer is not going to be as sticky. I'm putting my backer sheet right here to kind of protect this side of my t-shirt from any ink. So this is Couture ink. It's actually now called Chalkology ink. They've changed the branding of it. So this is heat set permanent ink. Jason says that's such a clever way of centering. I kind of learned it from my in one of my silhouette cameo groups from my vinyl stencil days. It does transfer over to the silk screens. So this is a heat set permanent ink. You can heat set it with an heat press, or if you have an easy press type easy press, or if you have a home iron, you can also heat set it that way. And these come in a range of colors. We also now have ink singles, so you can get them in like a little couple of project serving size, if you would. So we have ink paste singles, or we have ink singles, and we have 3-ounce jars of ink. Now, not all of the colors come in the ink singles, but a lot of the colors do. And I wouldn't go, if you're going to start working with the inks, which they're almost my favorite. I really love to make t-shirts. But if you're going to make anything with ink, just start with the primary colors, and then you can color color mix any of the other colors. So I would get the primary colors, your neutrals, white and black, and then maybe some of your shimmer colors like the gold, the silver, and the copper. So you don't necessarily need every color. Make sure your hands always stay clean, because if I get ink on my hands and then I touch my t-shirt over here, I'm going to end up with ink all over my t-shirt. And you want to try to go one direction, either up and down or side to side, but try not to go all over the place. So you want to load your squeegee up with ink, and then I'm going to start at the top of my transfer, and I'm just going to drag that ink down. And I think I'm using shimmer gold. I'm going to put some splotches everywhere. You also want to be careful of your edges. If you're worried about going over, you can use a little bit of painter's tape, or you can use the placement tape from Chalkology. It works great. It's kind of like a washi tape. Kind of got close to the edge there. Once I get going, I get I'm kind of like a bull in a china closet. I get a little too confident, and then that's when I make boo-boos. Jason says he's so messy your shirt would end up looking like tie-dye. Nah, just kind of got to go slow. I don't press near as hard when I ink as I do when I use the paste. Ink flows a little better, so you don't have to push as hard. Plus, you don't want to push hard and squish it all under the adhesive parts of the transfer. Get a little bit more. See, I just went off the edge. Dagnabbit. Because I got a little too cocky. So I'm going to experiment and see if I can get that out with some rubbing alcohol. If you're working on a darker colored t-shirt, you may have to go over it lightly several times just to kind of let that ink kind of soak into the fibers of the fabric. Just got a skosh off right there. Poop sticks. Okay, I'm going to get a wipe out, and I'm also, before I peel it off, I'm going to get my rubbing alcohol out. I can fix that. So I know rubbing alcohol works on acrylic paint. So let's test it and see if it's going to work on ink. So I'm making sure that my hands are super duper clean and that I don't have any leftover ink on my hands. I'm going to peel. Again, I'm just going to obsessively check my hands. And I'm going to peel slowly in case I see any spots that I might have missed. Although this is a fairly purposely distressed transfer, so really, if I miss any spots, it's not really going to matter. See, I just have that little splotch right there. Okay. I'm going to get a Q-tip, a color tray, and some rubbing alcohol that I just keep in the squirt bottle. I'm going to get it damp with some the Q-tip. I'm going to see if we can rub that off. Get a fresh one. And do the same thing. Probably, I may have to do it several times. It's okay. I always wear layers anyway, so I'll probably have a vest over it most of the time, but it's mostly out. I might be able to fix it. Jason says that looks awesome. I just think that's just perfect. Don't we all have more issues than Vogue? So typically when I do an ink project, I like to let it sit out overnight and completely dry. That way I know the ink is 100% dry before I heat set it. And let me pull up when you go to heat set it, let's just edit this real quick because that's not right. Oh, I can't edit it. So when you want to heat set your t-shirt or your tote bag or any tea towel, you can either use a home iron or an easy press or an industrial heat press. So if you're going to use a home iron, set the iron according to the fabric that you're using. You're going to cover your design with parchment paper, and then you're going to use small circular motions. I wouldn't do 4 minutes. I need to actually edit that. I would start out at 30 seconds and then look at your design and test it and see if it's see what it feels like, and then maybe go up to 1 to 2 minutes per side. So then you're going to flip your t-shirt inside out, and you're going to heat set it from the back side. If you're using a heat press or an easy press, you want to set it to 305 for 30 seconds. Use your parchment paper and press it for 30 seconds each side. So I can see where there's a splotch right by my O. Let's see if I can lift the shirt up. And clean your hands. I don't know if you can see right there by my O. I've missed a spot. So I'm going to pull my ink back out. That kind of came out, but not totally. So let's take that off. Okay, so I'm going to come in with one of the tools from the artist tool set. Kind of use it kind of like a paintbrush squeegee type thing. Maybe easier said than done. This is usually when I mess stuff up. It looks better. I fixed it. Okay. Let's see if I can get it any more clean, any more dry. I'm gonna put this to the side so I don't get it everywhere. Let's see if we can dry it some more. Okay, let's give it a little bit more dry time. It's still super wet. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it chill till tomorrow morning. And maybe when I'm on live again on Wednesday, we can heat set it. So that is the quick little project in less than 30 minutes, and then a little bit of dry time overnight and about 5 minutes worth of heat setting, and within 30 minutes total, you have a custom DIY graphic tee. I just love making graphic tees. Okay, I want to show you a few things. So we have a summer 2024 Summerbrations lookbook launching tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Time or 10 a.m. Central Time. Jason says easy peasy. So this is the lookbook that is launching tomorrow. And so I kind of wanted to show you, if you haven't seen the video I made on my Facebook business page, I thought I would show you that. So let's remove this. Let's make this full size so maybe you can see that a little bit. So here we go. Oops. Did it again. Sorry about that. Fun. I was expecting my package today with some of the new product, but it didn't come in today. So hopefully I'll have it tomorrow. Lots of lemonade. Lemonade seems to be the lemonade and lemons seems to be the theme. There's also some really cute coffee transfers. Trying to think if there were any surfaces. I kind of went light on this one just because I have so many that I haven't used, but be looking for that tomorrow morning. Also want to let you know that the color of the month is still available. I just checked right before I went live, so it's perfect for tomorrow's launch. So if you happen to go online and grab anything from the Summerbrations catalog, make sure that you, if you want Pucker Up, that you unlock the ability to purchase it. You can unlock it with a $75 order if you are a customer or a Perks member, or you can unlock it with a $45 order if you are a designer. It's only available April only. The retail price is $16. The Perks member price is $11.20. And the designer price is $9.60. And I believe you can order up to 3. And it is a beautiful yellow shimmer. Perfect for the summer. Perfect for all of your lemon-themed projects. It goes perfect with the Club Couture bundle this month. So you get the lemons size B transfer. You also get the acrylic 5x7 sign, and you get the 3-page singles in Bumblebee, Guava, and Meadow. And you can see the pricing down at the bottom. There is a 3-month minimum when you sign up for the subscription, but you can cancel anytime after that 3-month period. And then again, also your Perks memberships. If your wish list is way bigger than your wallet, I highly encourage you to sign up to be a Perks member. It is an awesome program. There is a $20 monthly fee, but you get that back in return via a $20 product credit. And you can shop anytime you want at 30% off, which is super fantastic. Yeah, I can't rave enough about that project or that program, especially if you want more than your wallet will allow you to have. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the evening. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will be live again on Wednesday. I think I'm going to do another ink project. I'm going to do kind of a mommy and me project with the Mama Bear transfer, and then I will heat set this one as well. So join me again on Wednesday. Thanks so much for hanging out this week or tonight, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.